Here we are for my first empties of the year. So it's my first empties video of 2026. If you're interested in seeing the beauty products that I've used up in the past few months, then please keep watching. Welcome back to Selfcare Karen. It is lovely to have you here. I'm filming this on the 14th of March. Tomorrow is Mother's Day in the UK and I have a lovely lunch planned in a beautiful French restaurant nearby. I'm so looking forward to that. But anyway, I thought I would just come on today and film my kind of latest empties. I think I filmed last time sort of maybe November, December last year. And to be honest with you, I'm surprised that I don't have more empties. But then if I think about it, it is true that I am kind of passing on quite a lot of products before they come to an end, so maybe that's why I don't have as many as I expected. But anyway, it's still enough to warrant the video and to clear the space, which is important. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for coming along. I do empties videos every now and again. Now I used to do them every month, but last year I sort of went to once a quarter, and we'll see how I go this year. But I've got lots and lots of videos that come out, particularly around hair care. I'm perimenopausal, I have grey hairs, so I do a lot of videos where I'm sort of trying out hair dyes, hair colours, different products to sort of help with the condition of my hair. I also do lots of skincare as well. That's a massive passion of mine. And then I do guided meditations and EFT tap alongs. So do check out my channel if you want to see kind of the range of videos that I do. Off YouTube, I have a website, and on there I offer products and services. So do check that out. You can get exclusive discounts to those products and services if you sign up to my mailing list. You also get 3 welcome gifts. So if you haven't done so already, please do consider signing up. I don't bombard you with emails. Basically, I send 2 emails a month after the welcome sequence, and it's just really with highlights of products and that I might have launched, videos that I've done, kind of tips that I've got from sort of broader self-care. So yeah, but I'm not one of these mailers that send an email a day. I don't know how they find the time to do that. I do that twice a month. And also just to let you know, this video is not sponsored. However, I am an Amazon associate, which means I may earn from qualifying purchases. My God, I've said that so many times and I still can't get it right. But basically it means that in the video description, I will list the products that I'm mentioning today. And you might see for some of them, there's a link beside them, like a hyperlink. If you use that, and it will lead you to Amazon. And if you decide to buy, then I might get a small commission. I use that money to reinvest here on the channel so I can keep bringing content to you. All right, so here we go with the empties. Unsurprisingly, I've got quite a lot of hair dyes that I've been through. I do have, let me just reach over for them, a playlist that is just dedicated to me trying out different hair dyes. So I will link that playlist up here so that you can take a look if you want to binge watch or you want to look for a particular hair dye. But I've got full length videos on all of these. So I've got the Schwarzkopf Palette Deluxe. Absolutely love this hair dye. One of the best box hair dyes I've used. Clairol Colour Studio, Just for Men Ultra. This is more like a root retouch, and yes, it is marketed to men, but it's ready made and it was just so easy to use. Got a full length on that one. And then my most recent one, again, a root retouch. This is Garnier Colour Sensation Colour Retouch. I've tried this out before. I've got 2 full length videos of me trying this out. The second time around I managed to have a massive accident and stain most of my bathroom, but fortunately that is coming out now. But yeah, if you want to see more about that, then do check out the playlist. And then just carrying on with hair stuff, I've got this L'Oreal Elvive Dream Lengths 8-second Wonder Water. I have a full length video on the products from this range, so I will link that video here if you want to know more. This is probably one of the best products that I tried, and that's probably why I've got the empty of it, because the rest I paid forward to a friend. And then this is the butter mask with honey. This is from the L'Oreal Casting Natural Gloss hair dye, which I have a full length video on, and this condition's kind of lasted. It's got a very strong honey scent, but it's quite an artificial honey scent, and I found this way too glunky, gloopy, adding oil to my already greasy hair, so not a massive fan of that. All right, what should I move on to next? Oh, one last hair thing. Let me just check, because two more hair things. Oh my god. Right, okay. This is the John Frieda Blonde Plus Repair System Pre-Shampoo Treatment. I've done a deep dive video into this range. I'll link that video here. I am a fan of this product, and I've still got the shampoo and I think conditioner on the go, because the quantity, you'll see this is a lot less. Take a look at that video if you want to know more. And then I've got this Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. Now, in the early days of my channel, I did do a dedicated video into dry shampoo. All my life, it feels like I've been trying to find a dry shampoo that actually feels like it cleanses the hair, or it actually cleanses the hair, but doesn't add texture or residue or yucky feeling. Still, I've got quite close. I think probably the closest one I've got to is the Archive one. I think it's called the Reset or something. This one is good. I think I prefer the Archive one, but I still find that they all add a bit of a texture, and that's not what I'm looking for. And I've kind of come to the conclusion, I mean, I'll carry on trying, of course, new products as they come on board and stuff, but I actually think, I can wash my hair one day, so I wash my hair today. Tomorrow, my hair will look fine. Day 3, no, I need to wash it again. So I'll wash it. And that's fine by me, okay? I know some people say, oh, you shouldn't wash your hair so often. No, I don't actually subscribe to that way of thinking. Luckily, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, stuck in the jungle, and I can't wash my hair kind of thing. So that's what I do. I wash my hair, don't wash my hair the next day, wash my hair the day after. All right, okay, so yeah, this is okay, but it's very pricey as well. If you don't mind the texture though, that might be a good option for you. All right, where to go next? Let's go on to the body. I have mentioned quite a lot on this channel that I have been suffering from very itchy skin. I finally have a diagnosis, which is great. Unfortunately, there is not a cure. There is just symptomatic relief. So I'm sort of working through different things to help with the symptoms there. But in the meantime, I still need to use body lotion a lot to handle the itchy skin. So I've got quite a lot of, I've got 3 actually. Well, more than that. Let me start. Okay, so this is the Aveeno cream, moisturising cream. This is wonderful. You know what? I also get an itchy lady garden, not on the inside, but on the outside. This really works to treat with that, but this also works on all areas of the body. So yeah, love this, love the pump action. Then I've got this Been Free Dermarol 500 lotion. The handy thing about this is that you can use it on, so you can apply it to like dry skin, then get in the shower and you kind of wash it off. So instead of using shower gel, which might be too harsh, this works well for that. So that's another empty. And then this one is the Neutrogena Deep Moisture. I bought this thinking it might be very similar to the Neutrogena Multi-Purpose Comfort Balm, which I absolutely love, and I've switched back to that as actually my face cream at the moment. This isn't exactly the same, but I do appreciate the pump, and this, it's really hydrating, so this is a nice body lotion as well. And then I sort of branched out a little bit into sprays. So I think I've mentioned this before. This is my second bottle. This is the Bioderma Atoderm SOS spray. This is for when I get a sudden flare up, because I've got hives, okay, or urticaria, I don't know how you say that. And this kind of just stops the flare up and calms it down. But this is like 14, 15 pounds a bottle. I find it very hard to get my hands on. I've only found it on Amazon. This is pretty amazing though. It's a very fine mist. So when you spray it out, and literally there's none left, so I can't show you. When you spray it out, you don't actually have to rub it in. It's there, right? And it takes a few seconds, sinks in, does its job, amazing. But as I said, quite pricey. So then I thought I'd try this one from Vaseline. This is the Aloe Soothe Continuous Spray. They do this also in a cocoa butter version as well, which I've not tried. This, again, very light mist. You don't need to rub this in. Smells amazing. This is, it's aloe, but it smells of watermelon. It's quite weird. Really, really love this. And actually, you know what? My son really loves this too. And he has eczema, and this helps out because it's very, you know, you can just quickly apply it. And that's really handy with like 7-year-olds. So yeah, really, really like this. I've also got another one on the go, which is an E45 one, but the mist there is not light, so you do have to rub it in. So it's very hydrating, but it's just not as practical in the use. All right, then I've got this Aven Eau Thermal thermal spring water. This is like spray water. Let me see if just a little bit left. Yeah, I mean, the good thing about this is that it has not got the line scale in it. I live in North London. We have such hard water. It's full of lime scale. And actually, that can have an impact to your skin. This is very good. If the bottle is cold and you need refreshing, you can just spray on a nice sort of refreshing spray. But obviously, you know, you're paying quite a lot of money for what is in essence a can of water. But yeah, I do see the beauty benefits of using this, but I was gifted this and I'm not quite sure that I will be repurchasing this in a hurry. All right. Oh my God, this has been an absolute lifesaver. I'm onto my second tub now. This is Sudocreme. Now, I never used this on my son when he was a baby because he didn't really get nappy rash. Very, very occasionally he did, but I didn't use Sudocreme on it. But I have been using this for me, okay? So I, with the hives, I get very, very, kind of irritated areas, and this, it doesn't rub in very easily. It's quite gunky and gloopy, so you have to be sort of careful in application, but it really, really helps bring down the irritation. So yeah, I'm using this quite often. I often use it on my face as well because I get kind of red patches around here, and so when I notice them, I sort of apply some Sudocreme, and then of course before I kind of show myself in public, I have to kind of remove it because it does leave white patches. But this is just so versatile. It says nappy rash, eczema, surface wounds, sunburn, minor burns, acne, bed sores and chilblains. I mean, you know, it's very, very practical, and you know, not at all expensive for what it does. No wonder it has been around for yonks and yonks and yonks. So yeah, I will continue to repurchase this. As I said, I'm onto my second tub of this. All right, what else to move on to? Maybe just quickly do some other kind of body stuff and face stuff. So I've got this Spa Positivity Bath and Body Oil. Don't know if they still make this. A friend sent this to me. It's a very alpine-y smell. It is so relaxing. I really do like the smell. I use this mainly pouring it into the bath water, but then actually to finish it up, I was using it like a shower oil, and it is lovely. It's very, very hydrating on the skin. Really getting into shower oils actually. Then I've got this simple hydrating light moisturizer. Last year I tried out loads of simple skincare. I'll link one of the videos here. I've got 2 videos where I talk about the products I tried. This is so good. This is actually a limited edition, I think, version of the hydrating light moisturizer. This, I don't know why what the faces are all about on the packaging, but I think, as I said, I don't think it normally looks like this. I think this is just some sort of special thing. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't look like this. Anyway, this is so gentle on the skin, but it's so hydrating. I think the reason why I like it so much, or my skin likes it so much, is because it's full of glycerin. So water is the first ingredient and then glycerin is the second one. Very inexpensive. I will definitely repurchase this in the future. I just wanted to use the Neutrogena multi-purpose comfort balm. I saw it and I bought it again, and I'm using that on my face instead at the moment. But love this. Of course, it doesn't have any SPF, so you do need to put SPF on top. Okay, what else have I got? This lip balm from Superdrug. Oh my god, it is so old. How long are you supposed to have this open for? 6 months. Okay, so I probably had it open for 6 years. Finally empty. This is the Me Plus range hyaluronic lip balm. Really like these lip balms. I don't even know if they still sell them, but this was really handy to have in my handbag. I've got some cleansing wipes from Simple, the age resisting ones. These are very, very moisturizing cleansing wipes, so it does take a lot of kind of scrubbing to get the makeup off. Not a massive fan. I'm not actually a massive fan of cleansing wipes anyway, although I do find myself using them more and more just because of the convenience, and recently I've been so tired, really fatigued. But yeah, so these are okay, but nothing to write home about. These are a staple for me. I'll definitely repurchase these again in the future. These are the actually these not I won't be repurchasing these ones. These are the fragrance-free biodegradable baby wipes from Boots. They do a mildly or lightly fragrance version, which I prefer, but baby wipes I don't have. I mean, my baby is still my baby, but he's not a baby. 7 years old now, but baby wipes are just so helpful. I tell you, when I spilt dye everywhere last weekend, that was very, or was it last weekend or the one after? Anyway, when I covered my bathroom in hair dye, baby wipes were my saviour. All right, what else have we got here? Toothpaste. I have spoken about this so many times on the channel. Kingfisher, they do loads of different flavours, but the one that we adore in my family, my son will not use any other toothpaste, is the fennel flavour. They do one with fluoride, they do one without fluoride. We're using the fluoride one. I'm only doing that because the dentist said that I really should, even though in London's tap water there's a ton of fluoride, so I'm not actually sure it's necessary. But anyway, love that. And then these really, I've probably spoken about these before because I think I have 3 tubes. These are the extra strong denture cleaning tablets, mint fresh. So I have a retainer and I have a denture, 1-tooth denture. So I get through a lot of these types of tablets. They are really expensive, I find, but the Amazon ones, not so much. Very good. So yeah, really probably will repurchase these again. Very happy that I found these. And then just a few more items. I've got this Dr. Organic Rose Otto deodorant. This was not, I'm a bit of a sweaty Betty. This was not a strong enough whatever for my pits. By the end of the day, if it was a sweaty day, you could smell my BO, which is not nice. The Rose Otto, so Otto I think meaning Turkish rose, like Ottoman or Turkish rose, is not very pronounced, very mildly smelling. But it was non-irritating, which is also important for a deodorant. Okay, I've got some makeup, I've got some perfume. This is not really an empty, but it's kind of like, I've had this, I don't even know how long I've had it for. I think maybe even 10 years. Anyway, you can't buy it anymore, which is never a good sign. Did they ever put the year on here? No. Anyway, you're only supposed to have it open for 12 months. Definitely been open for more than that. It's broken. This is MUA Makeup Academy Pro Base Prime and Conceal Powder. I can't find it anymore. But you see how it's like going black? I'm not sure if that's what's supposed to happen. Anyway, I love this, but I'm going to chuck it because I'm a bit worried that what I'm putting on my face. Haven't been able to find a perfect replacement, but I've got one that I'm trying from Catrice, which has kind of got the green bits in it, which is what I need because I have such red skin sometimes. So this kind of helps me tone things out a bit. That's what I've got on my face today, but it's very shiny. I don't know if it's too kind of highlighty. Anyway, and it hasn't really covered the redness. Anyway, This is another makeup empty. This is Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint. This is actually one of the best, let me see if I can get back into it, foundation style products that I have tried in recent years. The one that I had before this, which I'm still trying to make my way through, but I think I might give up, from Rimmel, it just leaves it just doesn't settle well on the skin. This does. I found it worked best when I mixed it with the Fenty serum and then applied it with my hands, just like you would kind of apply face cream. This kind of evened out my skin tone, so I do like this. But I'm not going to repurchase it because I'm going to try and find something that works even better for me. Wish me luck with that, because actually, do you have a favourite foundation? Just let me know in the comments what works for you, because I'm lost. That's one thing. And you know, it feels like quite a big investment for then it to go wrong. Anyway, I need to get over that. Okay, I've got 3 perfume samples that are at an end. I have the Montale Intense Roses, which I got off eBay, thinking this was a different Montale spray. I misread the description, trying to find a dupe for Stella. This is not a dupe, it's too blackberry. I mean, it's kind of close, but not close enough to be a dupe. Then these are 2 samples from Jubilee scents. I've got Rose Prick. I don't know the original. I think Rose Prick is from Paul Smith. I don't know the original, but I don't like this. It's too sharp. And then I have their Stella one. Again, trying to find a dupe for Stella. There's a little, no, there isn't any left. But again, not close enough. And what I found actually with the Jubilee scents is that they're not that long wearing. And apologies if that then scuppers any kind of collaboration that I might have with them, because I love trying out new perfumes. It's a new kind of passion of mine. But yeah, the ones that I've tried from them haven't been as long wearing as other kind of dupe ones like Blossom or Dossier, which are really, really long wearing. And that is it. Those are the empties that I have so far. Feels good that I can kind of declutter with that. Thank you so much for bearing with me. And I do put out a new video every week, a long length video like this one every week. And then I also have a couple of shorts going live in the week. So yeah, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. You do not know how much it means to me, the support that I get, the lovely comments I get. I read every single one. I always try and reply, except if it's someone telling me that they can help me grow my channel. I get so many comments about that. I do sometimes reply to those too, just because it kind of helps the algorithm out in my favor. But anyway, I'm not sure you're really interested in that. Thank you ever so much for watching. Remember, you are in perfect time. See you soon.